好，那昨天做了一些就是同伴的任务嘛，那今天就是继续做，因为我觉得如果做了这一个的话，可能就全部就把这些那个同伴的任务做一做吧。那我现在可以出去的有艾丽尔、罗兰，还有杰德，还有那个海登，那就他们3个好了。做自称是我妹妹的任务。好呢，玩新卡吧，地图也不大，小小一个。跑上去，我上中花哦。这套衣服感觉可以再改进，手套啊、臂环还有什么？我腿上是有个标识，有一个那个啦。哦，可以穿黑丝哦，我好像有黑丝。我喜欢这样光脚，像那个鞋子是那个光脚的，穿黑丝感觉有点。来吧，妹妹。
You ready for this? Good point.
You have a grim look.
破图啦！
All right, here it goes.
他真的会龙吼哎！哦，又来了。
Who dares provoke me?
Is someone there?
Might actually parry this time.
What do you want to talk about?
笨龙啊！什么烂地形，龙不见了。
Yes, sister?
sister 什么？你叫来的龙跑掉了。再来啊，大哥！不要停下来喷人的意思。别火一下。 干掉！没中。 下来，从这下来，把龙引过来。Hello， 在这儿，过来啊！他也没亮红点，然后他这边是盘旋，是怎样？下来了，那。要不然再往上爬，那也行。笨龙都不见了。哦，没有往上爬这回事了。大哥啊，过来啦！
What do you want to talk about?
我们要说什么？你这个龙有问题啊！哦，注意力有在我身上，它往下跑。王爷，这个龙有要跟过来的意思吗？有没有打我的意思啊？
Yes? Oh, sorry. I've got your back. Of course.
小龙呢？啊，笨。这条龙真的打不到啊！哎呦呦！找他！不秒哎！
Don't let your guard down. This thing's still alive.
哎，你长好可爱哦！
My copron, my body is as depleted as my soul. My my soul. Finish what you started, Dovahkiin. Let me taste the irrefutable consequence of mortality. It matters not. My death is sealed either way. I knew my time among the living was finite. The moment I parted with my Syl. Sold is a better word for it. To the Dayra, Prince of Destruction, back when we had parallel agendas. But I served my purpose and was discarded, as all who barter with Ra, with gods. Now I am sinless, perishable, and without fidelity. There is nothing left for me in this loss, this life. Please, it is unlike the Dova to Balog, but I must ask of you the merciful release of Denok, of death. I stand on the Nil's doors. Very well. I accept. This would not be the first time I've taught the Thum to assure a mortal. Still, you should acknowledge that this will take time for her to comprehend the Rotmulags, the words, and their meanings. I am aware of her relation. Even so, she will be absorbing our tongue through Rotmulag, not Syl. The language may not translate seamlessly.
Dova, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not you. Her. It's a nickname.
That is a bizarre choice of words.
It's not weird. It's because of the syllable. Ugh, never mind. I'm not going to justify it to a dragon. What is it? You actually believe this thing? He's defeated and he knows there's no way out. This thing's last hope is to play his subjugators for fools. It's a trick. He's trying to get inside our heads or something. Look, I'm not sure what this thing's intentions are, but I don't think bargaining with a dragon is advisable under any circumstances. Well, that's reassuring. Any chance you'll reconsider? You're the expert on dragons, I suppose. For both our sakes, I hope your instincts aren't misleading you.
Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin. I have seen to my oblad, my end. When your apprentice demonstrates her comprehension of this Thum, I will Dal. Return.
Gotta admit, I thought I'd be taking lessons from a dragon. This shouldn't take long. Feel free to check on my progress in about an hour or so. What is it?
Be brief. Meat break, anyone?
那我们先做其他事哦，等一下回来找你。
next time then.
Good morning. It's trickier than I assumed. I'm going to need another hour. Something ahead? Sure. I've got your back. I was close. I could feel the words gathering on the tip of my tongue. 1 more hour and I'll have mastered it. I'm certain. Yes? Just a little longer. Maybe 6 more hours? I will. Hopefully. It's not about the shout. Remember when I told you about the shipwreck of the CS Teviot? When we were both separated? I may have misled you. I said the two of us weren't old enough to recollect that event. In truth, I remember everything. By 2 years, yes. I was 3 the year the ship went down. Isn't it strange how we can maintain trauma? I remember losing our parents and you in the chaos. I remember scrambling for a rowboat. And mostly, I remember sinking. Through the onslaught of rain and wind, I heard faint voices calling out to me. I summoned what strength I had left. I lost momentum, panicked, and he said I was a goner, and they would sink just as tragically if they waited for me. Yeah, but you know what? With a newfound flare of adrenaline, I used to think it was my own tenacity that kept me from sinking that night. Years later, when I discovered my gift, I realized what actually kept me afloat. The Divines had other plans. I was meant to be a paragon like you. I don't know how or to what extent, but I can't give up until I achieve that purpose. Someday, when my appearance saves just one doomed soul from certain death, I'll know why I survived that fateful night. Thanks. I'm confident I'll know it by then.
感觉她不是真妹，是假妹啊。
Something ahead? Let's just move on. We're done here. Something ahead?
Is there something I can do for you?
That should do the trick.
哦，这里还有人呢。
Halfway done. This calls for a mandatory meat break.
然后随时都要喝酒的，
What can I do for you, friend?
Just one more. Almost there. Looks like we've drawn the attention of the local hag. Don't make any sudden movements. These things are unpredictable.
Such ignorance. Memory manipulation is a timeless practice, a gift from our ancestors. You only fear it because you fail to understand the importance of such an ability.
How do I put this? Neither of us care. We're just couriers of this operation.
And yet, you still condone these lies? It is a harmless endeavor when conducted properly.
I don't know about all that. We've seen contrasting evidence.
If you're referring to the mental mishaps, that only occurs if the subject struggles, refusing to part with their memories. I went through the treatment. Surely you can see I've suffered no such mental toll.
Debatable. Still, you waste your breath. We're just the messengers.
Outlanders.
That's it. Well, until my next ill-conceived promise, at least. Thanks for the help. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I drink because I make promises, and I make promises because I drink. It's the endless cycle that defines my life, or what's become of it, at any rate. I guess it's just a form of dealing with the past. There's something I'm not proud of buried beneath all the mead and carelessness. Something I could have prevented if I'd just stood by a simple promise. It was during the war. I was an Imperial Tribune in charge of a small squadron of men. They were the closest thing I had to brothers. One day, the Stormcloaks had us pinned between a river and the mountainside. There were a handful of skirmishes. Few people died. Neither side gained any ground. Eventually, orders came down to evacuate the area. Not for my men, just for me. I remember how we sat around the fire before I left, reminiscing about our days in the 11th Training Regiment. That's when Quester Servius pulled me aside and requested something I'll never forget. He asked me not to abandon them to such a doomed fate, to stand beside them until reinforcements arrived. I looked him in the eye and told him I'd be back for them as soon as I was able. That was the last promise I ever broke. Stormcloak raiding party. 2 days after I rode off, they left no survivors. I'll tell you what I could have done. I could have taken my men with me. I could have told my legate his orders were unethical and dim-witted. I could have... I'm sorry. I know what you were trying to do. It's just... the wound is still fresh for me. I I doubt it will ever heal. We've got other things to worry about. I'd like to focus on them instead, if you don't mind.
好，下一个。你的任务怎么这么远？
Something ahead?
Another night? Are you also in league with those savages? Have you come here to smite us in the name of greed and dominance?
No. I come to see that the misdeeds of my predecessor are countervailed with justice. That is all.
Your kindred spoke nobly at first, too. I hope you are truer and more valiant than he was. Did you see it? The dragon. This place is going to oblivion in a handbasket, that I am. They attacked us while we were laying on. Not before they murdered my wife and housecarl. Spared me? No. They saw me kill their ally and scattered like the cowards they are. Cruel bastards, the lot! I grieved for my wife. Nothing. They're too caught up in their friction with the other villages, just off the coast. I carried the bodies of my wife and housecarl away for a Thank you, stranger. The soul of my wife pleads for vengeance.
If I know anything, I will need time to pray. And that's the divine. Of course, Dover. But I don't know what you expect to find. We already know everything we need to. Dovahkiin. Interesting. They attacked innocent bystanders. Whether out of hunger or not makes... Perhaps another time.
好，那我继续跟我妹
Go
聊
with the
天。
divines.
What is it? I'd like to try again with a clear mind. The shout, I mean. I think I know where I was going wrong. Thanks. I want to give myself 8 consecutive hours this time. I think the frequent breaks in concentration were detrimental before. I don't know what it could be. I've done my best to focus exclusively on the word's energy, shutting out all other noises and distractions. And I know I should be able to grasp the language instantly as you can. I just... Right when I feel I'm on the verge of a breakthrough, it all deteriorates into a hazy and illegible mess. But By the 9, you're probably right. I've got your back. Farewell. I endangered a lot of people by luring the dragon here, didn't I? One mistake, and the entire island might have gone up in flames. How many dead would I be responsible for? How many orphans or widows? By trying to protect others, I put them in harm's way. By desiring heroism, I nearly became the villain. I should be like you. I'm Dovahkiin. I should be strong enough to liberate defenseless villages or marshal entire armies into battle. But right now, I mean, look at me. I'm not even strong enough to protect my own crew. I was given the same gift as you. If I don't train it to the best of my ability, and they suffer for it, I can't let that happen. I got us into this mess. It's my responsibility to get us out. If something were to happen to them, any of them, I know who'd be at fault. They wouldn't be in danger at all if not for me. I know what you're... I look forward to it.
Oh, 下个人。
Afternoon. I've been thinking a lot lately. Which is killing the man for the village. I've been using my word as a crutch. But that's a full... I guess... Memory manipulation. I rely on... But if I erase that memory completely, that's only if the subject struggles. It's a lot safer than we thought. Because that's such a simple thing to do, right? I wish I could... Drink wasn't... If a permanent solution exists, I don't see why I'd like to give it a little... I'm tired of my past haunting me every hour of sobriety. Something wrong? Oh, I never have anything on my mind, Dova. Should there be? Goodbye.
What is it? I am ready to assault the lair of the bandits when you are, Dova. Aye. Onward, to glory and justice.
上本到底在哪里？
Greetings.
我洗个澡。 哪儿？啊！哇，这水，这什么时候喷上去？
Let's fill some pouches.
啊！我为什么会这么的碎？
Yeah?
下我的房没问题啊，207。啊，废品，不知道。
You cannot hope to win!
Everything's clear.
Time to head.
Just keeping score.
Please have mercy. We meant no harm.
No, that can't be right. We've had no involvement with the mainland for years. Whoever the attacker was, it wasn't us. You have to believe me.
Huh?
Land dweller, safe travels.
Afternoon. I can make something up if you'd like. Farewell.
Even as he cowers, he stumbles over his own lies. This trip, on what cause? You know the violence his faction is guilty of. You mustn't allow the... That might be so. Are you sure? Very well. I respect your decision.
你这只剩这一只了，能干嘛？
How can I help you?
只有石英法抓来用了，笑死我！我死到这边来。
Yes, sister? What is it? Sure.
What's the holdup? You're a lot different than I expected you'd be. More egotistic and self-infatuated. I didn't think the legend... We face a threat of immeasurable power. That's a trait even the best Imperial Tribune would struggle with. Not one I'd have well, whatever your reasons, you've earned my respect for all that's worth. Which is why I'd like to know if your views, you know what it could accomplish for me, but you also understand the risk. I respect your counsel. It's time I accept and learn. Perhaps then, this nightmare will finally end. Thanks, Dovahkiin. Not what I wanted to hear, but perhaps what I needed to.
哦，完成了。
What is it? You've seen the murder scene. I would like to revisit the scene of... I fear I may have I asked the divines for confirmation, but so far... I was. All the signs of an average bandit raid were there. But I keep thinking about how unprepared the... Maybe I'm peering too deeply into it. But a proper... I know what this would imply. But not... Thank you, Dovahkiin. I look forward to putting these concerns to rest.
啊，再把这边做完之前，我都不能离开这座岛。想回家。
Need something?
Nope. Hello.
Were I not curious of your intent, I would slit your throats right here, scum. Tell me, why have you come to the resting place of our kin? There's nothing here for the likes of you. This is our kin, and we will return his body to the sea. He was one of the sailors on our fishing boat. He went missing months ago. We thought the sea had grown angry with, but what you land dwellers did to him is insufferable, shameful. No, spare me your ignorance, land dweller. Our kind have been. His wrists are worn thin from some kind of bomb. I don't know for certain what your people did. There's no misunderstanding. The survivor told us who raided our camp. We'll show no mercy to their killers. To the dead. I'll take you up.
As I feared, then. We talk with the man who set us on this path. Either he or the Naga are lying. I want to know the truth.
Have you dealt with the Naga menace yet? How is this? I killed him I care not that he was on. I've told. If you don't believe me, we have nothing more to discuss. Speak quickly.
就直接冲进来了。他关的，然后顺便用他来杀他老婆，因为他老婆出轨。
State your business. I want to be the one to do it. To drive my blade through this. He's disgraced the Thorn. Led a knight to carry out the murder of several innocents. I must be the one who sets the deed right.
你想干嘛？不要做欸。
There's something ahead?
Your
You
wife
again.
can finally be at peace.
You've done it then? She's been avenged.
She has. Yes, my liege. What have we done? An entire village of innocents murdered by our... No. You're right. I was so eager to perform good acts in the name of the Thorn that I didn't stop to consider that there might be more. I am a disgrace that even the divines could not forgive this ignorance. Yes. I suppose the answers will be revealed in time. I shouldn't dwell on it before the path is clear. Yes, after much prayer and fasting, I will confess my sins and suffer whatever punishment they deem adequate. What would you suggest? That I brush aside my sins as if they carry no weight at all? There is no honor in this. As long as I live, I'm still conflicted. But I thank you for your counsel. It falls not on deaf ears, and so you see my struggle. How do you mean? That would hardly justify, even if the Naga do not pardon me. But perhaps I speak too quickly. Aye. Then let us be off to his hideout.
Hmm? 你什么？
There's no other way it could end.
That's what I thought.
还有蛇耶！我的天哪！
Save some glory for the rest of us. Another foe returned to dust.
Something you need? Divines be with you.
To the death, my friend.
Yes, my liege.
What?
Go with the divines.
Oh, right.
Still here.
We warned you to stay out of matters that don't concern you.
We've got a manacled dragon dragon slayer. Welcome to the neighborhood.
I don't know where I'd be without you.
Meat break, anyone? At your service. Until next time, then.
没有生还，他挂了。
We want you to stay out of that. Don't concern me. Lucky.
Struggling will not save me.
Dead by now. Wait! I yield. I'm not saying anything until you promise to spare my life. The Knights wanted to put an end to our operation, free the laborers, and lead them on a revolt against their masters. The boss ordered him silenced. The seashell prospectors. We have a grove on the northern side of the island, where our workers die for the goods. They were kidnapped and enslaved by the boss. We needed them for their swimming aptitude and their ability to breathe underwater. It was just business. I'm free to go then. Get away from me!
Respect, Stover.
Still here. I am right behind you.
他可会不会太猛了一点？两只什么鬼？
Yes, my liege.
然后他很神奇，没有死掉。
Yeah?
Be with you.
Still here, my... I'll meet you there. But first I must see to Sir Aldous. I understand now that he deserves a knight's funeral. Perhaps even more so than I do. What do you need? Something you need? Uh-huh.
哎， 好安静啊！突然发现这游戏好像没有背景音乐，不是这游戏还是 mod？
Need something?
My apologies.
Someone there. Time to end it.
What are you trying to prove?
No challenge at all.
都收洗哦。
Tidings. Tidings. Land dweller. You have questions? Land dweller?
别给我当掉！当掉了。